Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. This is IAllegedly. I've got a good one for you today, which is a wild one, okay? But I'm in Laguna Beach. I'm up at Heisler Park. There's lawn bowling going on right now. Ooh, let's go break a hip. Anyways, please don't forget to share the video. Join our email list because one's going out later on today, and make sure you're part of that. But, scamming has gotten completely out of control, and they have gotten very sophisticated, but there is some stuff going on that is absolutely unbelievable right now that you wouldn't believe, okay? And there's a woman in Mayfield Heights, Ohio, and she got contacted by her bank. Phone number popped up on her phone as the phone number on her debit card. And a man on the other line says, listen, your account has been compromised by a fraudulent transaction. We need you to stay on the line and give us certain pertinent information so this doesn't affect your bank account. And she stayed in the line, and he said, listen, how much do you have in the account? We need to transfer this, and you need to follow our instructions exactly so that you're not the victim of fraud. Okay, so she stays in the line. He says, listen, you need to go to the Huntington Bank branch in Mayfield, and you need to withdraw the $6,000 that you have in that account. And we're going to tell you what to do with it because you're going to transfer it to Chase Bank so you're not the victim of fraud. Oh, wow. Okay. So she goes out, goes to the bank. They give her a debit card number, and she is supposed to transfer it to this debit card, and it will protect her account. Now, again, guys, don't do stuff like this. Don't ever fall for this. It's insane. It's totally ridiculous. And it's a scam all the way around. And so the woman goes out, does this, and then goes to the nearest Chase branch. Look it up on your phone. Okay, where are you at? The nearest branch is this one. Sends her to that branch. She walks inside the branch, and don't talk to anybody. Just transfer it using Apple Pay and transfer the $6,000 to that account, and your account will be safe. So she does it. Okay, good for you, ma'am. That's great. Just go home and we'll contact you shortly about what to do. Now, she's out the $6,000, guys. It's done. Here's where it gets crazy. And I'm a degenerate, and I laughed at this the first time I read it because it was so crazy. She gets called FaceTime from the same number. FaceTime. For those of you that have Apple phones, you know that's the camera on the camera, and you can talk to people, and you're seeing exactly, the other side. And the man says, hi, I'm from the bank. The transaction was fraudulent and didn't go through. We need to do a full body scan. What? Yes. So he has the woman undress and says, listen, we need to verify it's you to make sure that this transaction's going to go through. She does this. She complies. She takes off her clothes, and he says, I need you to spin around and so we can verify that it's you. She does this. As she's doing this, the man starts laughing. Okay, well, that would be the end, right? So she's like, wow, that's when I realized that I have been hoaxed and that things are bad. And I'm like, well, that is crazy. So, guys, protect yourselves. Don't fall for stuff like this. So, is it funny or is it sad or is it both? I think it's crazy. But who would fall for this? Who would fall for this? Let me know. Let me know if you would fall for that. These scams are all around us. Now, one thing that happened here in Orange County this week was that when you go to a parking meter, you're allowed to use your credit card, over having a pocket full of change. And they constantly change the rates, where sometimes it could be a quarter for 15 minutes. You go down the street and it's a quarter for 6 minutes. So it just gets expensive. So you have a credit card, you slide it in and do that. But they want you to pay with these by the apps. Now, Laguna Beach itself has its own parking program, and they've got an app, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. But what happened is that this started in the UK, and all bad acts travel quickly. And when they did that, they put these QR codes up to where you'd scan your QR code and you could thinking you're paying for payment. One guy this week was with his wife and, you know, scans the $6 worth of parking. All of a sudden his wife's phone starts lighting up saying, you've been the victim of, fraudulent transactions. So they started doing cash advances and hundreds of dollars worth of transactions from his phone from that one charge. So be leery of what you're paying for. And again, if you travel, like you go to a resort area, make sure that you have a backup. Now, one thing I do that really has worked well for me is when I travel, I use 2 cards. That's it. And I have one card for online purchases or parking and shenanigans. It's got such a low limit on it. They write me to say, do you want to raise the limit? No. Keep it where it's at because I pay it off every month. But if somebody wants to go get a few $100, they can get me because they're going to have that card and not anything good, if you know what I mean. So you have to be leery of this. So go ahead. But this is getting worse and worse and worse. So tide pools, everybody's out here having a good time. I love this beach because this beach says no swimming, surfing only. And see these rocks? That's what's covering the bottom of this ocean. You've got the paddle boarders out there, everybody having a good time, but man, you fall, you're gonna fall hard. So Boar's Head, the lunch meat company, they're in huge trouble. They're in huge, huge trouble because what they're admitting now is that 9 people have died. Remember, it was 2, then 3, now it's 9. Hundreds have gotten sick. They have pulled this, their meats from so many different stores, and it's just, they're non-existent inside Southern California. I can't find them anywhere. But the problem that they have is the listeria outbreak. Now they're saying they had all these uncleanly places that they cut the meat in, and they hired migrants for a reduced price. Now think about this. Dan's gonna work for $30 an hour. You're gonna pay a newcomer $9, okay? And you guys have a job. And that's what they did. But all the health restrictions that they have, all the compliance was thrown out the door. So with that, what are you gonna do, guys? This company, I am convinced this company will go bankrupt as a result of this stellar decision. So let me know what you think about that. And share your thoughts on this stuff so far, okay? Two quick things I want to remind you guys about. And first one is we have the Uncensored channel that I am incredibly proud of. We've got, you can use it on your computer, you can use it on your TV, your cell phone, whatever you want, your iPad. It's the coolest thing. We have a customer service phone number you can use to sign up for this. And we have 24-hour chat, which is awesome. But go to IAllegedly.tv, www.IAllegedly.tv, and you can sign up or you can use the link below. And the next thing is Fran Glover, who runs Joseph Dream House. You guys think about this. She is trying to get donations right now for Hunger Awareness Month. This is terrible, guys. This is awful that we have to do this. But please, if you can give anything, this woman, this charity has been absolutely amazing. She has been around for years, but she feeds thousands of families. Tons of food is how they weigh it. And what she does is she prepares good meals for them that she sends out directly. So please, if you can give anything, the link will be below, and donate to Joseph Dream House. She does not need food. She needs cash to buy food and prepare it. So check it out today. She's been great. I've done a bunch of things with her in the past. 501(c), it's totally tax deductible, but please give her some love and check it out today. You guys have been stellar in the past.
And without speaking any English, she pushed me. She pointed at the, went like that and took it out of my hand. I let her do it just to see what was going to happen. And pushed me out of the frame, and then they got a picture like she was the artist.
That's funny.
That just cracked me up. That's just what you ask for when you go out in public. is.
We need to look after everybody. We need to be nicer to people. You as an individual, if you don't have friends, if you don't have family, it is upon you to go out and to make connections in this world. There are so many things that you can do. You may not go to church. You may not want to, date online. You may want to join a social program or something. There are so many things out there that you can do where you can connect with people just to have somebody in your life. And people need to do this more and more and more. And as the economy turns south, people withdraw even more. And, there was a story that was sent to me out of Tennessee where thousands of people, 4,000 people were rejected for Medicaid, services. Well, these people are old. They're not going to notice. No, this is terrible, guys. This is absolutely terrible. The doctor said it wasn't covered. No, it was a glitch in the system. And how would we know this? How would we find this out unless there was this vlog to give it to people? But there was a movie, a 1997 movie called The Rainmaker, Matt Damon, John Grisham novel. And what it's about is how the insurance companies would just deny people. First time you file a claim, you're denied. And we continue to deny you, and it would go to different departments, and their job was to deny claims. This is horrible, guys. And if you don't think that this happens all the time. My late girlfriend died of cancer, but was a success story because she got herself tons of treatment, lived a very long time with her illness and worked through this. But the games that we would have to play on a daily, weekly basis, I could do hours and hours of content for you. You have to fight back. You have to look out for yourself and look out for others. This poor woman that died, that didn't have anybody in her life, clearly that missed her for 4 days, because think of it, hey, where's my wife? Where's my girlfriend? Where's my neighbor? She didn't come home for 2 days. The fact that that wasn't presented is insanity. Insanity, but again, help people, be kind to people, look out for people. I am just mortified at the amount of people going to food banks right now. And my friend, Fran Glover, who runs Joseph Dream House, is a company that prepares food and meals for people that are hungry. And it's terrible because she has clients now that are getting donations that were donating food 2 years ago. It's completely upside down. Plus next month, September, Hunger Awareness Month. Is that sick? How sick is that? So, a few more things to cover in the video. There's another hardware store chain going out of business in the UK, closing another 10 shops in the UK called Home Base, similar to the one that was here that got taught a lesson by Dan. But those guys are going out of business. NatWest is a bank, an online bank program. They weren't able to send money for the last 2 days. Thousands of people could not send money with their NatWest app. Again, under the radar, you hear it here, and Stephen from the UK sent me that. That is something that you have to be prepared for, because what happens on a Friday night? Well, let's go out to dinner. Okay, well, we can't. I don't have any money. Well, let's go transfer cash, and then you can't. So that's terrible. Ford, is Ford destined to go out of business? You tell me. Ford just got rid of a safety feature where you could log into your F-150 with a code to open the door and things like that. You couldn't drive the car, but they want to get rid of that. And because they have the new program where they're going to go out and be able to track the cars, this gives you just one more access to get inside the car. And if you can't get in the car, you can't hotwire it, you can't break the starter, you can't start the car. So again, Big Brother's watching all of us right now. So final story, just for a quick video today. You guys have seen vendors. If you've ever been to San Diego's a beautiful spot. Downtown, Belmont Park, the zoo, all that stuff that you can walk around to. It's eclectic. It's got street vendors and things like that. There's a guy that makes bubbles. He makes like big 3-foot tall bubbles. And the police went up to him and said that you're creating waste with your bubbles. He's like, the bubbles disappear when they're done. They're dish soap, that's all natural, doesn't harm anything. And the kids love it because the bubbles are bigger than the kids. And the guy takes donations, sells some stuff. They cited the guy for making bubbles. Is that insane? So By the way, there's a migrant problem. There's a crime problem in San Diego that's growing, and you got the bubble guy who's trying to get by, who got shut down, just like Mom Yoga gets shut down and things like that. So let me know what you guys think about this. And if you want to email me, hello@IAllegedly.com, Onward and Upward, and I will see you very soon.